Hello everybody, well, it's been a while since I've done a video on the Mercury Vapor light, so I thought we'd do another video of it. You might remember this light, you've probably seen it before. This is my big 400 watt Mercury Vapor light. It's a Mercury Vapor and a metal halide fitting, of course. This light hasn't changed over the times, but the only difference it's changed is it's just got a switch fitted to it. It is a metal light, it was made in Australia, it's a good light. Used in a lot of factories and everything, but these are slowly getting replaced by LEDs, of course. So this is where it sits, right here. It's been sitting up here for about months now. Of course, next to it is the high pressure sodium light. This is the Mercury Vapor light. The globes is a white globe. And of course, these Mercury Vapor globes glow underneath the black light. They just glow pink. It's just the way the phosphor correction is. Of course, next to it I have the black light globe. And that's the ultraviolet globe. I'm not gonna. Maybe I should actually turn that on. You'll be able to see everything in my room glow. But I'm just gonna. But we'll fire up the white mercury lamp. First, of course, these globes get red, get very hot, so you wouldn't want to touch those after they've been on. So let's fire it up. Here we go. There we go. Cool. There we go. You might notice the pinky glow from the Mercury Vapor as it starts up. It's a frosted globe, of course. Of course, on camera all you see is white, but you get a little bit of the pinky glow in the globe in real life as it heats up. You might notice the blue circle on the fixture. That is ultraviolet radiation. Of course, it's not good for your eyes, but it's phosphor coated, so the phosphor coating is absorbing the ultraviolet. You can actually hear the hum of the ballast really easy. It's a big ballast sensor. This light is quite heavy. It weighs about 5 pounds, I think. It's pretty heavy. The high pressure sodium light's heavy as well. These mercury lamps require very little control gear, unlike the high pressure sodium, which requires an igniter and a capacitor. All this light needs just a single ballast and a capacitor. You can actually run it without a capacitor, but this light needs a capacitor. This one doesn't really need it, but this one has one. Of course, you can hear it vibrating. It's getting bright. These lights get very bright. You wouldn't want to look into them. Just like LEDs, they get bright and they get really hot. And we'll look around the room. You see it's starting to put out a decent amount of light. I'll turn off my bedside light. And we can take a look around. I'll turn off. Of course, down here you might notice this light here. This is black lightning too. I'm getting him ready for painting, so tomorrow is when he'll be getting painted up because I'm going to redo him, just like I did with black lightning 1. So I'll turn this light off. And of course, you can see how bright. You look around the room and see all the decent amount of light you get out of it. It's pretty bright and powerful, this light. Of course, that globe's starting to gets hot pretty quickly. Yeah, so that's my Mercury Vapor light. We'll turn this off. Let me just put another light on here. Before we do that, put on the water light, the blue light, and we'll put the black. And I'll take out this globe and we'll put in the black light globe. Of course, this globe's kind of warm. Of course, the blue light tube kind of looks at glow blue. If you can see there, the bulb glows blue underneath my blue tube. So we'll stick it there. And we'll screw in the black light globe. So this is pretty much a part 2 of my Mercury Vapor light. We'll screw it in. Okay, move this one aside. Okay, I'll move it here so that way somewhere it will not fall. I'm going to pull the fixture out of it because this globe gets pretty warm and it causes these to get warm. So we'll fire it up. I'll turn off the blue tube. Of course, you can see the arc tube on this one. You can see the arc tube easily on this one. Okay, so it's a big 400 watt globe. We'll make sure it's in all the way. Of course, this globe gets hot as well. Before we wait for that to let's fire up the fluorescent black light. No, not much blinkage. You see black lightning lightning bolts glowing. You'll see them glow as this warms up. Of course, you can hear it humming as well. These mercury lamps are tremendous for blacklight use. Because I heard these globes can be, mercury vapor lamps are kind of dangerous, so if you're not careful with them, they can cause problems. Because if the globe blows, you have to call the fire brigade, I heard. So you have to be really careful with them. Just take care of them, if you take good care of these lamps, they'll last you for years. Just like LEDs. It's warming up. Of course, things are starting to glow in here already. We take a look around. Things are glowing. So I'll turn off this night light down here. Of course, you can see the highlight. This highlighter glowing on my high pressure sodium light here. That glows. Mercury vapor black lights are good for big areas, big bowling centres and things like that. I've already done a video on this globe. I thought I'd just do a part 2 on it. Of course, you can see the regular globe is beginning to glow pink a little bit. You can't see it very well on camera, but in real life you can. We'll take a look around. You can see black lightning there. You can probably see my radioactive element light glowing and the blue fluorescent tube. This light is good for big parties and everything like that. Of course, the globe's not getting warm yet. It's still warming up. It takes time for that globe to get warm. That arc tube will be warm, so you wouldn't want to touch an arc tube like that. Besides, you can't touch it because the outer glass shell stops you from being able to touch it. Of course, it does emit ultraviolet radiation, but it's been absorbed by the phosphor coating. Of course, you can see the arc tube. The arc tube's that part in the middle there. They call it an arc tube because it arcs. It's just the arc of the bulb. You can see the lights glowing in the background. The LED tubes glow. I've got a couple more down there. You can see my black lightning one's old decoration glows. Up here you can see the pictures, the lights. You can take now the radioactive element light's illuminated, gotten a bit of lumens in it. The earth element light glows as well. There's the middle, and black lightning one. You see his lightning bolts glowing. Of course, with the mercury vapor black light, the blue volt kind of glows on camera, but not much in real life. So with the mercury vapor black light, look at how blue that glows. Only under the mercury vapor black light, I heard. So that's my mercury vapor light. Of course, it's almost at full brightness. Of course, that globe's gotten warm now, so I'm not going to touch that because you wouldn't want to touch a globe like that because you can actually burn your hand on it. Of course, my mercury vapor globe's glowing pink, but you can't see it on camera. You can see it off camera. Of course, if you look behind, you can see the little dots glowing there. The LED tube, the diodes, high pressure sodium light. You can see the reflector. Okay, it's nearing full brightness now. We'll take a look here. My radioactive element strip light's glowing. You see the fluorescent paint. The earth element light, just the middle part. Black lightning one, his lightning bolts. My fake switchboard there. We'll take a look around the pictures. Paper, LED tube, and everything's glowing. So, I hope you enjoyed this chapter 2 of my mercury vapor light. And I guess that'll be it. So, I hope you enjoyed. And that'll be it.